Welcome back to Shaving Down Under. It's a Monday, I'm Doug, and today we are going to shave with McDuff's Soap Co, their Prairie Runner. And this was their take on Bay Rum. But it's a prairie one. It's not on water. Not traditionally with the boats and stuff, the old sailors. Now I'm going to team it up with a razor. I have used a different variant of it before, but this is the first time I'm using this one. And that's the Gold Black Beauty, or also known as the Aristocrat when it went to Japan. All right, let's jump on in. Rightio, there we go. Nice latte looking coloured soap inside. And on the brush, we're going with the boar brush again today because I like it. Running late as usual. Oh, I love the smell of this soap. This morning I'm like a real old car. Like you older fellas out there, you'll know exactly what I'm going to talk about. Like an old car that was from the 70s. There's no automatic choke on it, it's just a manual choke. And it's a cold morning and she just doesn't want to kick over. And then when it does kick over, you're playing with the choke and the accelerator to keep it idling to warm up the engine. That's how I'm feeling right now. We're getting a bit warmer. We're getting warmer with this soap on my face because it smells beautiful. It's a beautiful soap. I love McDuff Soap Co.'s shaving soaps. They are magnificent. So I've got this set to 4. I'd probably usually go 5, but I'm just having that morning. I don't want to deal with this one, an easy shave. So I did a quick bit of research just before I started this vid about the Black Beauty. And for those of you who don't know, that is the Black Beauty. So they're commonly, you find them commonly in the, I suppose that's nickel. But they were made in the gold. You want to know something? This feels heavier. How bizarre is that? There should be no difference in weight. Like I know this is carrying the razor blade, but that's not going to make any difference to the weight. Anyway, the Black Beauty was pretty much, it was the last adjustable that Gillette made and released. And the only other razors they released around that time in the 70s was the Slim Twist, and there was still the Tex that they were rolling out. But this was the last of the big guns. And they made the Black Beauties through to the 80s. I think quite a fair way into the 80s. But they're not as sought after. Because in 1976, the end of 76. This is at the start of 76, first quarter. So it's still got the metal base plate, but at the last quarter of 76, I went to a black plastic base plate. So obviously they were saving money by doing that. And they knew they were changing the shave market themselves, weren't they? So, yeah. So the sought after black beauties are the ones with the metal base plate. So it looks like a bit of a grey day here in Adelaide. Just peeping out the bathroom window. Notice there's been some rain this morning, which I didn't think was forecast at all. So maybe we're getting some of that cloud that from the two cyclones that hit Western Australia last week. Maybe it's made its way across the continent. Look at that. Bloody beautiful. What a great leather. And it smells so good. This soap feels so good going on as well. So, I was checking on the Mr. Razor website before the shave, and it appears to be, but don't hold me to it, but it appears to be that the gold Black Beauty got released before the nickel, because there's examples from 1969. This was released, was it? Oh, I think it was the last quarter of 1969, and they also released the Japanese version, which they called the Aristocrat, which came in a nice presentation box, which you can see on Mr. Razor's website. And that's a free site to go in and have a look at. And a great way to improve your Gillette knowledge. So this one here is from the first quarter of 1970. There's not as many of these gold ones floating around on eBay. But they're out there, you just got to be patient. Some are pretty dodgy, to be honest with you. They've been well used. This one here I got lucky with. Still in good condition. The Black Beauty, it's a collectible razor. And the other thing about the Black Beauty is out of all the adjustables, it's the most aggressive. If you go onto Razor Emporium site, if you just search around in there, there is a chart with the blade gaps where they compared between like the Fat Boy and the Slim and this, and probably the Toggle and whatever. So I can only imagine how aggressive this thing is on 9. Maybe one day I'll give it a crack. I'll do a video. I reckon I'll only be brave enough just to do the first pass. I wouldn't want to be going against the grain with it on 9. Just a little bit of claret. You may notice no Guernsey in the background. Crow's lost. Game they should have won. All right, let's do this final pass. So as I said, I've left it on 4. It's an all right shave. It really, I probably should have had it on 5. But as I said today, I'm just a real slow morning. Just can't get it together. What I really need is a holiday. Just a holiday by myself, just somewhere, maybe near the ocean, near the sea. But not a tourist area, just somewhere, just a small town, out of season, and just chill. No alarm clock, no alarm clock. I hate it when I cut myself. That's what happens when you flick between razors. That, like with the Aristocrats, beautiful shave, I just know it so well. But then you go to this and they've all got their little quirks. Just clean this up. A lot of slickness left behind with this soap as well. So it is easy to come back and just touch up. All right, there we go. Okay, so I'm just using that Astor blade that I put in last Friday, so I just thought I'd give it a trot out today. It's done a pretty good job. Those little nicks are finally just sealed up, which is nice. And beautiful BBS shave. So for a lot of Americans, they can just, if they just hunt around, go around to different shops, they probably can find some of these. But for the rest of us, outside of America, we're just pretty much relying on eBay and Etsy and things like that. So a good one coming up in this condition is probably going to be at least 100 US. And with the nickel one, they can come up a bit cheaper than that, which is a good thing. But well worth the purchase. And they've got a bit of weight in them too, and a longer handle than the average Gillette. Do I have the Slim here? I do. Let's compare it. So the Slim has a longer handle than the Fat Boy, and you can see what we've got there with the Fat Boy, the Slim, the Fat Boy, and the Black Beauty. So that's a considerable longer handle. Okay, then we're going to finish up. Got some splashes of water on it. But McDuff Soap's Bay Rum aftershave. Splash or lotion? We'll just go splash. So a big week ahead of me. Got to find 1 or 2 new staff. It's like, oh God. No alcohol in this one. Might have just put a tad too much on. Let me just dry my hands, that usually helps it. And it does. Very nice. Oh well, let's start the day, people. Okay, thanks for sticking around. If you like my ramblings, hit the subscribe, hit that bell. You know how it is. There'll be another unboxing on Wednesday. I believe I might have missed a Wednesday. Not last one, the week, but after, just after Easter maybe. Anyway, doesn't matter. So yeah, there's an unboxing coming up this Wednesday, and this Friday I have no idea which new soap I'll use. I do have a couple more Aussie ones, so I might trot one of them out. See what rocks up during the week as well. I've still got some backlogged I've got to get through to. And yeah, I'll try a new blade. Okay, enjoy your week, and we'll catch up with you soon. Take care. Ciao.